Is going on? It is Destiny over at Energy of Creation. This video, I'm going to share with you something that I was actually unaware of until very recently. And if you know me, you know I don't act like I know every goddamn thing. So I'm going to share some stuff with you today. So, July, and it's in July. Great. July is actually National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, this was established in June of 2008 by the U.S. representatives. Of course, to honor the life and advocacy of B.B. Moore Campbell. She passed away in 2006, but before then, she was an extreme advocate, author, teacher for mental health for communities who are typically underserved. A lot of times, that is BIPOC people, Black, Indigenous people of color. So this month, exists and its representation matters because mental health, especially in our culture, um, there's a lot of systems of oppression, systems of historical trauma within the BIPOC communities, and we have the opportunity, thankfully, to honor the voices that came before us and really center ourselves and uplift one another in our culture and belonging and equity, because no one else is going to do for us what we can do for us, right? So that's what we're here talking about today. And I found some statistics for you. So 1 in 3 Black or Hispanic adults with mental illness do not receive the care that they need. Now, I'm sure if you are a BIPOC person, maybe you're living in the area of BIPOC people mostly, there is a lot of discrimination, financial strain, microaggressions, generational trauma that we face when it comes to helping our mental health. And there seems to be a block there. So that's why most of these people are not able to receive the care that they need. And with me growing up where I grew up in the Bronx, I saw a lot of drugs, and people really on the bad side of things, the bad end of things. And it's not because of, I would imagine so much that it's not because of the help wasn't there. It was just that it was inaccessible to these people. Sometimes it's like shunned upon as well, like because you're meant to be and you're told to be strong, but like everyone needs like mental health, everyone needs to be cared for. And there's a lot of situations where, especially in the BIPOC community, we don't see that. So it takes people like B.B. Moore to step up to really fight for the inequities that she saw during her time to bring us to where we are today, where we get to celebrate. We get to celebrate what she's done. We get to take the reins into our hands now and continue on with this legacy, continue on with this movement, and continue on with the mission. Okay? So BB's message was very clear: to normalize mental health conversations in communities of color. Because again, if you're told to be strong and you're meant to be strong all the time, it's like, oh no, we need to shun this information. We can't talk about it. We can't be about it. We can't reach out. We don't need help. I don't need help. Can't nobody tell me my story, my problems. Can't nobody tell me what's going on with me, right? So we're all about changing our attitude here at Energy Creation, and this is exactly what she's talking about as well. So advocating for cultural responsive care as well, and building spaces and communities to allow for the dialogue and the healing to happen. Here's a quote directly from her. People of color, particularly African Americans, feel the stigma attached to mental illness more keenly than their white counterparts. We don't talk about it. It's shrouded in shame, and but the silence is deadly. And this is absolutely true. Like I said, I brought up drugs already. There's so much abuse that happens within our communities because we just haven't known where to go or took charge enough to make it happen, and also be stuck in that state that, like, I'm strong enough and I can deal with it. But, when it comes to a person like BB Moore, and what we stand for here as well, is that you can't do it all alone, number one, and you shouldn't do it all alone, number two, because that's what community is for. That's what embracing each other, one another is for. And because there is so much systemic barriers to our situations, we have to come into a space where we don't allow those same stories to narrate our lives moving forward. So, like I said, at Energy of Creation, we believe that truth begins and heals and happens in community and culture, right? So we have many practices that we can utilize within that. Now, for some of us, we don't have necessarily all of our ancient practices from our ancestors, but there's a lot of things that we can learn, and the things that we teach here that can help you a lot. Let's go with dancing for one of them. Like, come on, movement, embodiment, just allowing yourself to feel the emotions, feel the sensations in your body, feel like whatever is going through allows the space for you to move through certain things. Sound therapy as well, breath work as well. These allow you to get deeper into your subconscious, figure out everything that's going on with you, what's holding you back, like the roots of the problems and the issues that are faced in life. And so if you do want to do the work, if you do want to, utilize the tools that are available to you, we have to dismantle the whole Western thought process of what mental health looks like, what health looks like for us, period, and start taking these things into our own hands and reconnecting to our energy, reconnecting to our history, reconnecting to the people who've paved the ways before us, reconnecting to our bodies and inner peace, joy, all the things that are granted to us, but because of these images that are placed on us, a lot of us don't see it, a lot of us get misrepresented and end up falling, having mental health issues, right? And then are unable to seek the help that's needed. So this month, I encourage you to move through the 3 pillars that we have at Energy of Creation. The first being to just educate yourself on mental health, the disparities, and really put yourself in the space to say it's okay for me to seek help if I need it. It's okay to work on myself. It's okay to do these things because you no longer need to hold yourself back. You no longer need to allow society to hold you back anymore. There are plenty avenues that you can feed from. So awareness is that first step in any form of transformation, any form of helping you get through anything, especially when it comes to mental health, because all things come from the mind. Secondly, I would offer you to reclaim your power. And this is our empowerment pillar here at Energy of Creation. And I mentioned some of these things already. Breath work, movement, journaling, just speaking openly about what's going on with you. We have our Saturday circles on A Course in Miracles that allow us, again, it's a group of our people, to express what's going on in our lives and how we feel about the issues of the world, but also, how we can remove the illusions that's been placed before us and step into the truth of who we are, our power, what's available to us, all the things. So, and then, of course, as you are going through this process of enlightening and awakening to, what's available to you, empowering yourself with the tools and the practices to help you move forward in your life and evolve by releasing the limited stories, the limitations that's been placed on you, the limiting narratives that are placed on BIPOC people, and lean into the communities, the practices, the tools, and really nurture your higher self, really put you in a place that allows you to shine and become the person that you are meant to be this go round while you're here walking along on this earth. So let this month, this week, this year be a new step in the right direction for you to, step into your power, to, allow yourself to access what is available to you to help you move stronger, to help you move through. And again, I use that word strong, not in the sense that you need to carry everything by yourself, but in the sense that, you're not weak as people would say that you are. They like to say, oh, the BIPOC people be strong, black people are strong, right? But then they like to place also all these things that, say that you're weak in the world, right? So we're removing the stories that are placed on us, and we are creating and adjusting our own stories to fit and suit our needs, our society's needs, our family's needs, our friends' needs, all the people that surrounds us. And another way that you can go ahead and do this is taking part in the stuff that we offer, right? So, like I said, on Saturdays, we have a Course in Miracles call, a super unique space that has BIPOC, queer, and neurospicy people in it, that allows us to open up and explore like what forgiveness means for us ourselves, what does inner peace mean, and how to find that, and how to reattune ourselves to that source given energy of love, light, peace, forgiveness, all the things that like are inherent within us, but sometimes we fail to see. And I'll leave that link below that you can sign up and join us this Saturday. Like I said, every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we are locked in. And then another thing I have for you is the 7-day reset. Now, this is a guided journey between Victoria and I, my partner, and also partner within Energy of Creation. And this journey allows you, again, to reconnect with your mind, your body, your spirit through holistic practices, right? So everything that we do here at Energy of Creation is about the spiritual growth and holistic lifestyle guidance of our BIPOC, queer, and neurospicy folks. So go ahead and join us this Saturday. Make sure that you not only start but complete the 7-day reset. And this is your invitation to start making a change in your life that you really want. Embody the presence that's available to you. And let this July be a big old shout out and thank you to Miss BB Moore Campbell. And let this be a turning point for you and your collective future, our collective future as a whole. So again, BB reminding us that stigma is toxic to mental health. So let's talk about it, seek help, and pass it on. So with so much love and grace, I will see you next time. This is Destiny signing out.